Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot, and welcome to the week of October 6th through the 10th. Let me tell you, get ready to celebrate and get ready to start living your best life this week. This week is truly an incredible week, full of a powerhouse pioneering spirit. It is amazing. We'll get into it. But before we get started, I also want to say thank you guys to each and every one of you for all the ways that you support this channel. Truly, your likes, your shares, subscribes, your hypes, comments, all the ways that you truly show your love, your support, your kind words, your donations, all of it truly makes me melt, is what makes this channel, the Honey Sea Star, a family, and I love you back. So let's get started. Let me tell you this week. So it is all connected. It is all aligned to your destiny and to your life's purpose. We have a super full moon in Aries that is activating here right away on Monday, on the 6th. I'll do a separate read. I'm also putting together a meditation affirmation video, so stay tuned for that as well. We also have this super full moon not only activating, but opening the gates of your 8th house wide open. Mercury is teaming up with Mars and propelling your passions forward with like rocket fuel. Neptune, Uranus, Saturn, and Pluto all have some major sextiles going on this week. Jupiter and Venus are also writing the next chapter on living life's heart's desires. I love the saga name, just saying. And we also have the 1010 Destiny's Gate portal. It's fated. It's aligned with your highest path and your highest purpose. And it's all happening for you this week, starting out right away with action with the Ace of Wands. So let's get into it. Right away, like I was saying, on the 6th, here on Monday, right away as we start the week, the super full moon in Aries is happening tonight at 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. So move it around to wherever you are in the world. But this super moon, before this happens, it is being supercharged with some amazing energy. So Neptune in Aries in our 8th house is aligning you to your dream life. And if you haven't seen the Neptune retrograde video, I would strongly suggest taking a peek at that, just to realign with what energies are coming in, what focuses Neptune is helping you with, because this is our dreamer planet, right? This is your dream life. He's realigning us with compassion, with authenticity in everything that we dream as our highest timeline. This is where he is supercharging, aligning in conjunction with this Aries super full moon. Oh my God, say that 10 times fast. And your 8th house in both areas, the moon and Neptune. So your 8th house, this is facing your fears, right? Uncovering hidden resources, bonus. Also, it governs like shared resources, assets, debts, inheritances. How you commit to and merge your energy and your resources is the focus of your 8th house, and it's activating in a way that amplifies your energy. What you invest in, what you invest towards, with your authenticity, your dreams, your story. And at the same time, Uranus, I'm sure you're familiar with this one because this has been this grand air trine going on here for us in such a beautiful way. Uranus is in Gemini in our 10th house. Right now, he is in retrograde, so check that video out if you haven't seen it. But Uranus will be sextiling with the moon as well, transforming your career, your achievements in the ways that we are all connected in this big world within 6 degrees of connection with each other. That makes it seem like we're living in a very small town, right? This could be, in a lot of ways, with this sextile between the moon and Aries, the super full moon, action, initiation, 10th house, honors, achievements, career, fame, how you want to be seen in the world, right? Getting recognized for the work that you do. This is transforming you and manifests in a way that could basically be something as simple as like stopping into the gas station, a normal errand, right? And you run into someone you haven't seen for a bit and they tell you, oh my goodness, you're the perfect person I've been looking for. I've been starting this passion project. I've been working on this, and you know what? you've got the perfect thing for this. Would you be interested? This can also manifest in a way of like a friend asks you to go to their neighborhood cookout, and all of a sudden you get offered this amazing job opportunity. It happens to be like the CEO or, I don't know, a manager of a department. Like I say, a collaborative project where it's like, oh my goodness, hey, I'm doing this and I could really use some help in your expertise. You seem to be really good at that. Would you be interested? This is the time to truly say yes. This is also, it can manifest in a beautiful way, and this is a true story for me. Just happened, actually. So no pressure. But you're at the grocery store while you're in the soap aisle and you're getting some Epsom salt because, you know, that's what you do. Someone comes along, strikes up a conversation, turns into an hour-long conversation, and they have such a positive energy, such a supportive energy, full of stories, their adventures that they tell you that they've conquered in the world, how they think differently, how they approach problems, their wit, all of it leaves you and fills you with this inspiration, can-do, amazing attitude and energy, optimism. And it changes not only your energy, but it changes your life. True story. That's how this energy is with Uranus and the moon. And to top that off, we also have Pluto sextiling the moon. Remember, Pluto's in Aquarius. He's about to go direct too, by the way. He's in our 6th house, which is our home, the house of work, daily routines, lifestyle, right? He's supercharging our super warrior, our spiritual warrior within us. He is redefining, helping us redefine what success means to us. That inspiration that you just got from Uranus just opened the door for Pluto to barge in, of course, like Pluto does. There is like a bull in a china closet kind of thing. Give you a breakthrough in how you approach, and this could manifest in like solving a complex problem at work that you've been struggling with. Has to do with like the routine, the sequence of events, the sequencing of processes in a lot of ways. How to amp up the work that you do in providing solutions, being of service, being Virgos to others, in an outside-the-box innovation that helps you, helps others, and proves to be lucrative, especially in this Libra season with our 2nd house activated the way that it is. It's going to provide stability, the stability that you need for your work, for your home, and for your family. This is all supercharging this super full moon. And to top that all off, at 11:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mercury, our ruler, also with our sister Gemini, right, moves in with Mars, I should say, in Scorpio, in our 3rd house of communication. Our learning, how we approach things. In Scorpio, this intense passion in doing what we do, in how we network, and how we shine for the world, show up for the world. These two are creating, and it's fast energy, right? Mercury is fast. So these two are creating a very big powerhouse energy within you, especially in Scorpio. Because remember, Mars is the ruler of Scorpio. Mars is in his home. He hasn't been there for 2 years. So think back to 2 years ago, like what you got inspired to do, to create during that time. These two, Mars, our go-getter planet, and our planet of communication as well, in the 3rd house of communication. This is rocket fuel. These two are coming together, and it really literally is the epiphany, or the epitome, both, no pressure, no judgment, both the epiphany and the epitome of truly, you can do anything that you put your mind to. And if that resonates, if that just gave you goosebumps, if your ear is ringing like the way mine just started as soon as I said that, this is meant for you. Put a heart in the comments below, because this is where all of it is coming in with that super full moon in Aries, the sign of action, initiation, new beginnings, supercharging this full moon with taking action towards your new beginning. This is opportunity, standing in your strength with confidence, acting on your inspirations, standing with vitality, with passion, scorpionic energy, right? This is a new venture coming through. It's personal career development with Uranus all the way tenfold. New action. and it's compassionate action. With Cancer being there, it's tied to your relationships, your partnerships, your divine fire, with the stage light being on you with that Leo energy. And it's grounded in your purpose, in your actions, in your movement and your manifestations when it comes to that Virgo energy. It's also providing and paving the way for your root chakra. This is your foundations. This is being unshakable, indomitable. This is like not faltering when it comes to knowing what you want and building it in a successional plan. It's not just for today. It's not just for tomorrow. It's for your legacy. This is putting new ideas with positive change, positive influence, creative influence into action in such a beautiful way that it's coming right towards you in a way that this super full moon is bringing the Aries energy. So this super full moon is coming in, and I should say as well, before we get started into that, so with, just to talk a little bit more, because I'll also do a step-up read on this too, so stay tuned for that. But Mercury and Mars, I want to elaborate a little bit. So this is seriously like rocket fuel. So expect fast movement, and it's in your communication. So this is relating to your communication, your logic, and how you approach processes, ideas, advancement. Could even involve physical travel. This involves like PR work, marketing work, branding yourself, knowing that in Libra season, in your second house, you are your life's biggest asset. Out of all things to invest in, the smartest investment that you can ever make is to invest in yourself to carry you forward, because what you touch turns to gold when you've got the Midas touch with the Four of Pentacles right after that. This is also, like I say, it's basically selling. So if you've been building product, this is like getting ready to launch your store, whether it be like a pop-up store, physical brick and mortar, online store as well. If you're getting your website, like now is the time to develop your Wix website. Say that 10 times fast. Oh my gosh. Your website, right? Your store online. Find out ways that you can cater to people to reach far and wide rather than just a physical location. This is also like at a deep level in branding yourself, investing in yourself, investing in your partnerships, in your business, in your craft. This also could involve writing projects. This involves learning if you're currently in school, going for like a master's degree or learning outside the box, right? We are blessed with so many, oh my God, look at this. We are blessed with so many tools these days, with learning avenues, free education in a lot of ways, not just outside the States, but with the internet, with YouTube even. There are so many tools that we have that if you're innovative enough, if you do the work and really doing your research, which Scorpionic energy, that is there, that's strategy. That's investigative research, right? That's learning what you want to learn and fully diving deep into it. That's where you're able to truly conquer and do anything that you put your mind to. Scorpionic energy with Mercury and Mars is creating that powerhouse where you are the magician. It's time to build in your creative power, in your mastery, in your communication. This is manifesting your plans, putting your ideas into practice, taking that initiative with Mars, and everything is ready. Mercury is here, lifting you up in your new beginning. And it's also about partnerships, right? It's centered around the connections at a very deep level that you make. And that's in love, health, wealth, your relationship with wealth, your relationship with money. Because remember, money is energy. What you water grows, right? That's that nurturing energy of the Empress. But money manifestation is truly about value, right? Money is basically just a uniform currency of value so that we can develop a quote unquote equal trade or a system or a tool basically to use in value of trade. That's where you're valuing, you're putting value to every mastery, every skill, every craft that you've got, with these two being the powerhouse. And it's creative collaborations, it's passion, it's putting value, monetary value, to your passions in a very beautiful way that's linked to your heart chakra. with support, knowing that you're supported, knowing that you've got something very, very valuable. It's priceless in a lot of ways that you bring to this world, that you share with the world. And this is valuing that give and take, that reciprocity when it comes to money manifestation, to looking at your relationship with wealth, right? So this can manifest in a lot of ways. So it's like creative collaboration. I can't say this one. Creative collaborations. Oh my gosh, say that 10 times fast. It's putting your passion, going all in. It's like the best thing that I can come up with really is like, it's like going on a 50-mile Portage camping trip up in the Boundary Waters for your 75th birthday with the energy of a 20-year-old. That's what this energy is. It's charged up, passionate energy, and it's committing to it. It's commitment. You've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. It's your story. You're writing your truth. That's this energy. So stay tuned for the separate reading. I'll go more in depth in it. But if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below, because this is truly where you're standing your ground. You're fighting for your goals. You're also in a very favorable position, knowing who you are, why you're here with that solar plexus, and more importantly, knowing that you are more than capable of doing anything that you put your mind to. And this is right before all of the super full moon energy. So 10:45 Eastern Standard Time, mark your calendar. The super full moon in Aries is going to be taking action and activating our 8th house, and it's coming in hot. So this is like Aries energy, initiation, action toward, and the Strength card. Are you kidding me? I got goosebumps. I can't help it. Okay, my body is totally firing on this energy. This is gorgeous. So this Aries energy, this super full moon in Aries is such a powerhouse full moon in a gorgeous way. It's coming in hot to dissolve deep emotional and financial blockages. It's liberating you from negative or toxic energies. And most importantly, it's motivating you with pioneering spirit energy, with the pioneering spirit energy that's needed to go after some very destined new beginnings that are coming in, especially with this 1010 portal. And stay tuned, because I'm going to do a separate read on that as well. And like I say, if you need any help, I'm also doing an affirmation meditation video for the full moon. So this is the time to truly focus on making room for those new beginnings, because they're destined. The 1010 portal, the 1010 is Destiny's Gates portal. Spoiler alert. And this full moon is also tied to that new moon partial solar eclipse. The solar eclipse happened on March 29th in Aries that we had back in March, right? It's 6 months worth of energy. It's all about courage, remembering your power and that your words hold power. It's also all about, like, who am I? What do I want to be? Let's make that happen. So this is your prosperity. It's looking at who you are when it comes to your success, your familiar bliss. What do you want in your life, your dream life, your best life, when it comes to calling in and claiming your stability, your peace, your balance, your harmony, and taking action on all of it. This is also getting Venus's blessing. And remember, Venus is in Virgo in our 1st house right now. That's our identity, our state of consciousness. By raising our frequency, we're opening the door to new thoughts, new actions, new ideas, new experiences, new results. And it's all tied to your foundations, your stability, your discipline, your achievements, your reality when it comes to living your dream life authentically in the here and now, and writing your story for your legacy. So think back to what you initiated during that new moon, because again, you're charging towards it. I'll stop with the bottom of the deck, but oh my God, I mean, look at this. Do you get goosebumps? Because I've got goosebumps. I mean, and then look at the numerology here. We've got leading to a 4, both foundations, 2 ones of new beginnings, with the Magician, manifesting action, defending your ground, standing your ground with synergy, foundations again in your spirituality, And now we've got the strength. This is infinity. This is hermetic art. This is truly knowing that the universe works for you, works with you, and charging towards everything when it comes to your structure with that Capricorn energy, with innovation, doing it your way, on your terms, and embracing your ambitions, being quick-witted, being articulate, standing your ground, shining in your passions, embracing challenges head on with your thoughts, with your actions, with your practice, with your solar plexus, and knowing that you're supported, taking center stage with that Leo energy, with the strength card. Remember, strength is not always about brute force. That maiden also has the infinity, same thing as the magician, right? So using your resources, the laws of nature, the laws of attraction. And when she tames that lion, she's got just as much trust in that lion and just as much strength. It's about that compassionate leadership, that compassionate strength that truly paves the way, right? And it's putting your passion, compassion for the self, and then passion into action. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below. Share your thoughts, like, share, subscribe. So think back to what you initiated, especially with these two cards, the Strength card and the Knight of Swords card coming out here. Think back to what you initiated on that new moon and that partial solar eclipse in March. What you've been going through, working toward since then, during the last 6 months. Keep in mind as well, we also had that huge planetary alignment at 0 degrees back in March as well. This is your culmination point. This is the turning point, especially when it has to do with money, loans, debts, investments, bonuses, taxes, relationships, business partners. Could even be business in the way of banks, investors. It's also tied to home, tied to family. Aries is the entrepreneur, the initiator, right? This full moon could be where you're paying off a significant debt that's going to free you up, open that door to really invest in a new home. There may be a realtor involved, right? It could involve signing a new contract, whether that be for a new job, with a new employer, with a new home, with a new investor, right? This could also be buying a new home, moving to a new location for a huge job opportunity, taking a relationship, a partnership to the next level. Say you met at work now, and no judgment. I wouldn't advise it though. I haven't had the best luck in that department. I'm just going to say it. But either way, this is all about, it's aligning you. It's freeing you up so that you can charge forward to your truth, to your authenticity, to your dream life, and to your destiny. Because remember, we've got this 10/10 portal coming in on Friday. This is gorgeous. Now, on the 7th, this is just Monday, by the way. So, happy Monday. And if that all resonates, by all means, if you have your ear ringing, if you're just as excited as I am for Monday, put a heart in the comments below. Because on the 7th, we have some interesting energy, and this is good energy, don't get me wrong, because there's some positives to this. But this is basically taking your skills and your mastery to a whole new level, and it's tied to your communication. So Mercury, now that it's in Scorpio, first thing that he wants to do in our 3rd house is square Pluto. And I'm going to say that rather facetiously. I mean that with love. But Pluto is in Aquarius. That's tied to your work. It's also your daily routines, your lifestyle in Aquarius, innovation, outside the box thinking. There's a square tension going on here with the communication. Also, too, the moon in Aries, right after this super full moon, is going to be squaring off with Jupiter in Cancer in our 11th house. So let's talk about this. Especially after this super full moon that's been supercharged with this energy, there could be a truth that's coming to the surface today, especially with that scorpionic energy. Remember, scorpionic energy is getting to the bottom of things. Hidden truths coming out. It could be about money, could be about relationships, power, investments, work, health, daily routines, your daily, the perspective that time is money, right? That your time is actions, and looking at what that all means to you when it's tied together. This is also, too, keeping in mind that Pluto, the ruler of the underworld, is Scorpio. Why can't I talk lately? I swear. Oh my goodness. I apologize, guys, but I hope you're enjoying my gummy bear mouth. I tell you what, I swear my tongue did not grow. But either way, this is where, keep in mind, Pluto is our ruler of the underworld. He likes to come in and bring some things that were done in the dark to the surface, so that we can address them, so we can work through them, so that we can grow wiser from them, right? Pluto is Scorpio's ruler. Mercury, we've got that scorpionic energy. There's communication. Something's coming to the light. Pluto in our house of work, something to do with work, power. There's a challenge. And also, too, with the moon, transformation, 8th house, squaring off with our 11th house. We'll get into that as well. That's hopes, wishes, dreams, transformation, debts. There's a square, there's a tension here. There's a truth coming forward that's going to lead to wisdom. A new perspective helps you with outside the, like a tackling it with a new approach, with innovation, outside the box thinking. You know, best thing that comes to mind is like when you build a house on a shoestring budget, like I did with my first house. When you look at the housing market today, you look at it and you're like, oh my goodness, there's no way I could ever afford it, especially if you're a young homeowner, first-time buyer, right? When I built my house, for instance, there's ways that I had the pleasure of designing it. When you have that empowerment, just as a first example, you can look at where you put your plumbing. Saves you a couple grand. It depends a lot on if you want to put that bathroom on one side of the house while your kitchen's on the other side of the house versus putting everything together. Right? There's an empowerment involved with it. If you even are looking at something as small as like a bathroom vanity, well, bathroom vanities, they're $500 to $1,500, depending upon what you want. Well, if you, like what I did, I'll just say it, like rather than buy a vanity, I traded, so I was in the country, my neighbors and I traded what we call critter care. So they had a farm with a wonderful donkey named Jasper. I try not to be biased, but he was my favorite. They also had chickens. They had cows. And so whenever they basically, and also too, I will say, he was a wonderful, very handy with a chainsaw, by the way, if you ever need that. That's a good neighbor to have. And more importantly, he also got into woodworking. So we had this kindredship, and he was so amazing as a mentor with teaching me. I'll keep his name private for, just for privacy's sake, but I will say I am very grateful for both of them. So anyway, what I did was my neighbor had a red oak that had fallen because he was this avid furniture maker. He took that tree. It was big. She was old. So he took that tree, he slabbed it up with a jigsaw or with a chainsaw jig, and he let those boards dry. Well, these boards were 5 inches thick. They were slabs. They were not boards. He took these slabs and he dried them. So these slabs were already like 5 years dried. So perfect, ready to be made into something beautiful. Red oak, by the way, too. Did I mention that? Oh my goodness. In a store, that would cost you so much. Well, what I did was I just traded a little bit of critter care, farm care, while they went on vacations that summer. I got this wonderful, beautiful, 5 foot long, 5 inch thick red oak slab with a live edge on it. I built myself a vanity with a vessel sink, with a pipe stand fitting on the bottom. I also had some help as well from my plumber to drill the holes because oak is very hard and my wrists are little. And with both mentorships put together, helping me do this, teaching me along the way, and a good help of some my non-biological brother, as I put it, but basically my neighbor's nephew that I grew up with, known him since I was a kid. Every one of them helped. They all came together. They lifted me up. My builders, I was so proud. My builders actually took a look at it when I finally brought it in, when it was ready to be installed. They said people would pay over $5,000 for that. Well, I paid maybe, I think it was around $150 for the pipe fittings and the vessel sink put together and the faucet. There you be. That's this kind of energy. It's empowering in such a beautiful way, especially with Pluto, especially with Mercury, in that communication, right? With Jupiter, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, transformation with that moon energy, manifestation with putting your passion into action with your emotions. So this is like a challenge is going to rise, basically. And there's something that's coming to the surface. Money, relationships, power, investments, work, right? Health. Time is money. Time and actions. A new perspective in what that means when it comes to success. And it's tied to money. So the challenge is really going to be through all of this, to rise above. And instead of battling the friction, right? Instead of saying, oh my goodness, how am I going to afford a $2,000 vanity? Just as an example. Especially when it comes to, because this energy, like I say, I mean, it can bring friction. It can bring misunderstandings, hidden agendas, disclosures, exposures, manipulation, domination. Can also heighten or enlighten, illuminate resentment, jealousy, power dynamics that are imbalanced. This is the challenge. And the challenge really is to rise above battling that friction and instead transform your approach, just like I did with the vanity, with collaboration, with teamwork. Lean into the mental discipline. Get to the bottom of like complex issues with that scorpionic energy, that investigative energy, that outside the box innovation with Pluto. Assert your ideas effectively and create a solid footing forward with authenticity. Make it yours, right? Make it shine. I will also say too, because hopes, wishes, dreams with Jupiter here, your legacy, blessings, optimism is here. There's an Easter egg here with Jupiter and the moon between your 8th house and your 11th house that's uncovering income from a secretive or unconventional source. So I just want to put that out there as well. But truly this energy, it's all about rising above. So responding, not reacting, right? Use your diplomatic intuition. It's going to guide you, especially with that Aries moon. It's action in transformation. It's initiation. It's also about standing your ground, right? Looking at that friction, looking at that rivalry, the chaos, the competition that's being presented, tempting you as well, and persevering with the devil as well. This is, I mean, if you look at it, right, there's two of these guys, and yes, there's a chain here, but at any time, it's not like this chain is like wrapped around them, making them entrapped, right? This isn't that. This is where at any time, all they have to do is just take that off, take the collar off, and pave their own way. The devil's not stopping them. The devil's not holding them. He's just inflicting or trying to impose a power over them that's tempting to diminish theirs. It's what you want. It's all in the power of the mind, right? And remember, Mars and Mercury, they're proving to you this whole time that they're together, that you can do anything that you put your mind to. So remember, this is not about reacting. There's a lot of, how to put it, a lot of smoke and mirrors, basically, with this energy. So the challenge is really about rising above it. You got this. Between all the other alignments here, especially with this week, especially with that super moon and the trine, the sextiles that we just had with that super full moon, now with the powerhouse with Mercury and Mars standing together, you've got this. Just like I did with my vanity. And I will say, that's how you turn something that was priceless into something that is truly priceless. And if you know what I mean, if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below. Share your thoughts, like, share, subscribe, because from this point forward this week, it's like gift after gift after gift. Get ready to not only live your highest timeline, start living life's heart's desires, but this is the time to start living your best life. So get ready to celebrate. This week is a week. So on the 8th, Venus, our beautiful planet of love, finances, money, our Renaissance lady, is going to be sextile with Jupiter. And remember, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer, in his home, in our 11th house. We have a very rare gift being Virgos, with our 11th house being illuminated all through June with Jupiter. These are two benefiques, and I have to say it with an accent, even though that wasn't an accent. Oh my God, look at this. Okay. All right, let's get into this. Let me tell you, mark this day on the calendar. This is one of the best days of the year for Virgos. The seed that you planted, think back to August, and check out the video if you need a reminder. On the video I did in August 12th to be exact, was the day that it published, or the day that I did this reading for, when Venus was conjunct with Jupiter. The seed that you planted with that conjunction, with these two, is now moving into chapter 2. They are writing chapter 2 of living life's heart's desires. Your future hopes, wishes, dreams, allies, community, humanitarian efforts, your legacy, being blessed with luck, optimism, good fortune, with our planet of love, tied to money, finances. You're getting a gift. And it's being delivered here in a very beautiful way with Venus in your first house in Virgo. And there's an experience involved with it. It'll help it'll help one, yes, but it's an experience that will make you feel wiser. It's also tied to your North Node, your cutting edge, your highest ascension, your highest timeline, which is currently in Pisces. Pisces is dreaming big as the universe kind of energy in our 7th house of partnerships, tied to your self-love, tied to love, home, family, money, expansion, abundance, all coming in. Like, this is truly a huge window of opportunity. Today is the day to take inspired action towards your dreams, because these two are here to deliver what you're magnetizing. And if you just got goosebumps, if your ear is ringing, put a heart in the comments below, like, share, subscribe, because spoiler alert as well, these two, pay attention to Thanksgiving. Keep an eye out, I should say, maybe. Mark it on your calendar more so than just, it's already marked on your calendar, let's be real. But these two, spoiler alert, so first they were conjuncting as of August 12th. Now as of October 8th, they're sextiling. Come Thanksgiving, these two are going to be moving to chapter 3. They're going to be trining. So when it comes to living your heart, like living your life's heart's desires, or living life's with your heart's desires wide open, front and center, they first were amplifying each other. Now they're cooperating with each other. Next, they're ushering in this trine with harmonious ease of change in a beautiful way. So we've got this saga situation going on with them. We're on the midway section of it. There's a huge gift coming in. So with the Fool in reverse, what this is going to be looking at is truly addressing where you've been lacking experience. If where there was some naivety with your new beginnings, right? With your heart's desires, going after what you truly want, how to approach it. Maybe not necessarily having a pragmatic plan in place of how to approach it, how to get from like part A to part B. Look at this. Right after that, we've got the Lover's card coming in. It's bringing harmony, balance with the 6, union with your partnerships. And we also have echinacea. There's healing involved in this in a very prolific way. This is where you're getting your flowers. Your passions are being exalted. There's self-love at the center. In your relationships, not only with yourself, but in your partnerships. Again, this is about money, like your, let's just kind of get into it again. This is about future hopes, wishes, and dreams, love, money, family, home, good fortune, expansion, abundance. All of it's coming into play, but in a very beautiful way with the sextile. This is where your 10 of coins is coming in. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is where what you started, what you initiated, right, is now starting to really take a lucrative role or see lucrative results with financial gain, stability, success, ties to your community, support from your community, and your soul tribe. This is where it's need for celebration, especially with the 4 of staffs. This is enjoying your success. This is the next stage. And one of the stages, through all rewards, the best part about a reward, because life is a growth, life is a journey, right? Is to remember to stop, see how far you've come, and celebrate every single win. It reignites that energy, right? It reignites those affirmations, those manifestations with gratitude, and reaffirms to the universe, yes, I want more of that. So that the universe can, in turn, what you're magnetizing to you, with the law of attraction, with Venus and Virgo in our first house, come back and say, oh, okay, you want that. Great, let's get more. This is where there's tranquility coming in. There's prosperity. There's harmony. And again, we've got family. This is the true family that you deserve, the soul tribe that you aligned with and signed up with your soul's contracts before you were even born. This is where there's new opportunities coming in, and it's leading towards your financial freedom as well. Could also involve travel, I'm not going to lie. There's good outcomes, though, that are assured. He's looking across the pond, right, towards those mountains. Mercury and Mars, by the way, are moving mountains for you. Now, with Venus's sextile with Jupiter, those mountains are your blessings. It's like everything that was an obstacle is now turned into a blessing in a very beautiful way. And like I said at the beginning, it's an experience that will make you feel wiser in the end. And it's all tied to your North Node. This is enjoying your success, experiencing the good outcomes that your initial manifestations, your intentions with that new moon back in March, that solar eclipse back in March, at 0-degree alignments with that huge planetary alignment initiated. And it's all due to your 7 of coins, right? Focusing diligently on your craft, your new career, your education, where you want to go, the goals you want to achieve, the expertise, the wisdom that you carry, that you want to obtain as well in the soul contracts that really are what your soul signed up for, your soul's purpose, your destiny, in very, very many prolific ways. This is where you're getting a gift of mastery, and it's magnetized. Like I say, spoiler alert, stay tuned for Thanksgiving. I'm excited. And if you are too, by all means, put a heart in the comments below, because we're not even done yet. So if that wasn't good enough, on the 9th, the moon is going to be in Taurus. And let me tell you, so Jupiter in Cancer is the moon in Taurus kind of energy. This is the moon's home in a very comfortable way. So Taurus is all about stability, comforts, right? Related to home, family. And the moon is going to be in Taurus in your 9th house. Top that off, the moon is going to be sextiling with Jupiter. Venus was just sextile with Jupiter. Now the moon is going to be as well. Well, that's not it all either. So Saturn is also going to be sextiling with the moon in Taurus. And keep in mind as well, Saturn, karma, discipline, structure, your legacy, building your wealth. In Pisces, our dreamer sign, in our 7th house of partnerships, all relating and tying back to home and family. Hopes, wishes, dreams, humanitarian efforts, social networks, social circle with that 11th house with Jupiter. And the moon is also going to be trining Venus in Virgo, 1st house, self-love, self-compassion, state of consciousness, new results, new ideas, new thoughts, new experiences, right? This is a day that can truly only be described as the best is yet to come. And if you just got goosebumps like I did, put a heart in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, because this is a day that leads to significant growth. This super full moon is not only charged, but it paves the way. This is the week. Get ready to start living your best life. So when it comes to social networks, finances, your 9th house is intellectual, right? It's philosophy, it's spiritual growth, it's cultural growth. This 9th house activation is expanding your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your legacy, your partnerships, your commitments, your self-worth, raising your state of consciousness, your identity in a very big way. So out of all days, I know I've said this, like with the super full moon, say yes. With the sextile with Jupiter and Venus, say yes. Well, let me tell you, this is the time. Be open to new opportunities. and say yes. And if that resonates, if I just got a giggle out of you and you got your ear ringing, put a heart in the comments below, because this is it. This is a beautiful day. You're being seen in all your beautiful authenticity. And it's not only being magnetized. Thank you. It's, oh my gosh. Thank you. Wow, I just saw it with that. Okay, I'm loving this. So, not only are you being seen for exactly who you are, what you bring to the table, in all your beauty, in everything that makes you unique, right? It's not only being magnetized, but your energy is in high demand. Your connections, your friendships, your business partners, your social groups, your online groups, your knitting circle, your baking club, your hiking posse, like all of these energies of your social networks are coming in some way, shape, or form to offer you a career or financial opportunity, and it's grounded. They're here for building long-term stability with you and for you. With that Ace of Cups, this is beautiful, and it's cooperative, it's collaborative, it's passionate, and it's grounded in your connections. Like I say, this is expansion, home, family, social networks, philosophy, expansion, hopes, wishes, dreams, commitments, state of consciousness, your legacy, spiritual, intellectual, cultural. All of it is opening to a new beginning. This is the day to say yes. So this is where, as you can see, we're starting with the Four of Cups. You're having a cup being handed to you. So whatever hasn't worked out, this is now going to be kind of like that epiphany or the epitome of like, oh, so that's why. There was something better that was here to come. This is the day where the best is yet to come. And it's going to open your eyes, open your heart, open your mind in such a beautiful way. All I can say is say yes. This is your heart's desires. Get ready to start living them. And it's victory. This is revelations coming into victory, success, achievement, advancement in career, significant progress, good news coming in. You're being respected for the work that you do, having confidence behind your mastery. But it's also it's not the end, it's the beginning. It's just the start. And it's blessed by Jupiter. It's got harmony and balance associated with it with the 6. And you're center stage. You're being seen. You're carrying the wreath. And that's a circle. It's fulfillment. It's contentment. It's whole. It's holistic. And it's ignited on this day. This is truly, like I say, your Ace of Cups, the beginning of prosperity. And it's about your truth. And like I say, it's all because of your authenticity. With that scorpionic energy, it's looking and diving deep in everything that makes you you. You're shining that beauty and all those imperfections, all the wisdom from those lessons. And the scales are balancing in your favor with a new beginning, in your personal power, in all your unlimited, untapped potential, all your new ideas, your positive energy. And it's coming into abundance with relationships, with opportunities, with fortune, love, joy, health, spirituality, positive potential. And your intuition is going to be here to guide you with that Taurus moon the whole way through. And like I say, with that Taurus moon, this is contentment. That's Taurionic? Don't know if that's a word. Either way, tell me in the comments below. It's okay. You can judge. But it's Taurian. There we go. Energy. That's comfort, stability, home, family. It's supportive. With the Lover's card, this is passion in your dreams and in your career, right? In your relationships, in your commitments, in your partnerships, in your connections, and in your decisions. And get ready, because on 10/10, the Geminian energy is coming out here as well, right? This is adapting with grace, expansion of mind, seeing and loving those new experiences, new perspectives that are being offered to you. And on the 10/10 portal, we also have the moon coming into Gemini as well. And you're going to like this. So let me tell you, this is truly a very special portal. So the 10/10 portal, Destiny's Gate portal, right? This is a portal that amplifies opportunity to align with your life's purpose, to find balance where there was potential fractures, to step confidently onto your destined path without fear, without looking back, without hesitation, and truly live your best life, your highest timeline. Almost, I don't know what flipped out there. I wasn't looking. But this is a powerful time for new beginnings, spiritual alignment, and manifestation. And stay tuned. I'm not only going to do a separate read on this. Confirmed again. We started with the Ace of Swords. Oh, let's talk about this. This is gorgeous. Yep. Let's talk about it. Okay. So this is where I should say too, I'm going to do a separate read for the 1010 portal. Go farther in the depth, how you can work with the energy, how to truly manifest, focus your intentions with this Destiny's Gate portal, right? Especially when it comes to aligning with your life's purpose, aligning with your soul purpose, what lights you up. And I'm also going to do another affirmation video on that as well for your meditation, so that when you set your intentions, you can truly align with those energies. So this portal truly represents the end of a cycle and the beginning of another. It's transformation and healing, and it's packed with high vibrational energy. This is the day to visualize, to meditate, to journal, to create your vision board. And again, we've already been saying yes. I mean, I hope somebody's getting a marriage proposal this week, because truly this is the week to say yes. But this is also a day, again, for this new beginnings, these new manifestations, to say yes. And if you claim this, by all means, put a yes in the comments below, put a heart in the comments below, because where we started was with those that Ace of Swords, a new challenge, a new conquest, more importantly, a new victory. Decisions are being made, knowing which way to go, standing in your leadership, your personal power, charging the way, living your best life towards your soul's purpose, but towards your prosperity, towards your success, especially when it comes to that Capricorn energy with your structure, with your legacy. Remember, Saturn also rules Capricorn energy. That's good karma. That's reward for hard work. That's innovation, outside the box thinking, approaching things with a new ideal, new perspective, with adventure, unconventionality, with that Aquarian energy. Dreaming as big as the universe with that Piscean energy, especially when it comes to taking action towards your new beginnings, with positivity, lighting up your crown chakra, allowing yourself to live the life, take the journey of the Fool's shoes. So, astrologically speaking, on this 1010 portal, we have the Gemini moon. Remember, the Geminian moon is now going to be in your 10th house. That's honors, achievement, career, right? This Gemini moon will also be sextile with Neptune. And remember, Neptune in Aries in our 8th house is aligning us to our dream life. The Gemini moon, can't say that apparently, is also going to be conjunct with Uranus. And remember, Uranus is in Gemini in our 10th house. Breakthroughs in our career, honors, achievements. The Gemini moon is also going to be trine with Pluto in Aquarius in our 6th house of work. So I hope you see what's being lit up here. Double on the 10th house, career, honors, achievements. Aries in the 8th house, in action, initiation with transformation. Shared resources, investments, connections, commitments. With Pluto in our 6th house, work, daily lifestyle, routine, all aligned with Neptune's authenticity to your dream life. There is something here with this Destiny's Gate portal alignment, with this 1010 portal, new beginning, right? That's aligning, that's creating career breakthroughs. It's happening. It's going to shift, this career breakthrough is going to shift your foundation, the foundation of your daily life in a very good way. And your intuition, especially with that Gemini moon in your 10th house, is guiding you. And as you dance to this new rhythm, it's also going to be aligning you to your heartbeat. This is going to be making your soul sing. It's innovative. it's filled with inspiration. It's filled with creative expression. It's stimulating in so many ways, especially with that Gemini energy, double Gemini energy. And it's also where you're breaking through a glass ceiling, moving beyond outdated perceptions about career, preconditions about career as well, whether that be culturally, societally, financially, right? And your willpower during this time as well is supercharged in making it happen with grace and authenticity with this Gemini energy. And let's not forget the alignment, the powerhouse that is here now with Mars and with Mercury in our third house in Scorpio. This, again, say yes. This is the day. Get ready to start living your best life. So you'll be empowered in your work. There's also health issues, especially chronic ones, that will be healed at a very deep level with this energy. You're discovering a new purpose, finding a deeper meaning with this career shift, this new project, this new collaboration, this new job offer. Your heightened intuition is helping you gain a greater understanding of hidden or unsaid aspects of partnerships, joint ventures, investments, both financial and relationship-wise. It's also harmonious. It's easy. It's destined. And it's meant to be. There's balance involved with it. There's destiny involved with it, especially with this 1010 portal here as well. It's your justice. It's supported. And it's protected. And if you just got goosebumps, if this resonates with you, by all means claim this message. Put a heart in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, because look at what the cards are only reaffirming for us. Right away, you're coming through. Action. Highlighting and spotlighting the Hermit right after that. Virgo in energy, standing in all your strength, right? Looking at things with that scorpionic energy, with investigative research, with your wisdom that you've learned along the way, with mentorship, support by your side, not going the traditional way, but instead finding a way, completing goals in a lot of ways by stepping outside the box, breaking through that glass ceiling and achieving your goals and ending a cycle, but instead embracing, integrating all that you've learned from that old cycle into your new beginning, especially with the 9 and especially with your third eye being activated right after the way 2 with the 2 of Swords, recognizing and embracing your duality and putting it into balance, right? Seeing what's been hidden, uncovering things, the deeper meaning behind what makes you tick and where you want to go, why you want to go there, right? What you're building with new beginnings, making difficult choices. Where there was once stalemate or indecision, confusion, waiting, you're utilizing that awakened intuition to guide you straight towards your new beginning that balances the scales. And it's not only about partnerships, it's not only about relationships, but it's really acceptance for everything that you are, all that you bring, everything in your surroundings when it comes to choices, decisions, polarities, and letting your intuition guide you in such a beautiful way with wisdom, with charisma, taking leadership when it comes to standing in your authenticity with your truth, in your honesty, rising up when it comes to voicing your passions with your throat chakra. And remember, with the throat chakra, that's being cognizant of knowing where you're giving consent, right? The consent that you give, and also too being good at making decisions, allowing information to flow in as easily as it flows out, giving yourself permission to voice and use your voice when and where you need to, especially when it comes to your creative endeavors, to your goals, to your career, to your work, your lifestyle that you choose. Rather than looking at things with this and carrying a heavy burden, right, with the 10 of Wands, or seeing things as a heavy burden, carrying more than what you can bear is how I would put it. Maybe even what's not yours to bear in a lot of ways as well. This is basically seeing things for as they are with that Sagittarian energy, with the truth, and leaning on that Saturn energy. This is truly where you're looking at your partnerships and you're allowing the release of control, letting people carry their own burdens, right? So that it frees up your sacral flow, your creative energy to flow. This is also where if you've been trying too hard, instead of pushing, you're utilizing the law of attraction. You're allowing abundance to come in rather than forcing it, right? You're allowing your new beginning, your destiny, your north node, your heart's desires, your highest timeline, your best life to come in and to receive it with your sacral energy, your sacral chakra wide open, because this is the pinnacle of your success. This is growth. This is repetition. Through all the wisdom that you've learned, you're putting it into action. You're letting old cycles end so that there's room for your new beginning and your tribulation. Tribulation? Don't ask. Tribulation. And right afterwards, it's your new start. It's your unlimited potential that's flowing freely here. This is the spirit of adventure, expansion. Your north node. New lessons, right? Creativity. This is carrying your heart as light as a feather and being connected to your divine crown chakra, your divine inner light, stepping into the wise part of who you are, learning to question limits, and also too where you've placed boundaries around your potential and instead unlocking those chains, unlocking those doors, and connecting yourself to the energy of the universe through collective consciousness and Christ consciousness. This is your new beginning. This is becoming holistically whole in such a beautiful way. And it's also covered in Uranus's energy. And remember, Uranus is in Gemini. The moon is in Gemini. You're going to love this day. Stay tuned for the separate reading on the 1010 portal. But this is such a beautiful week. To end it off with this as we head into the weekend, oh my goodness. And if this all resonates, by all means, like, share, subscribe, help elevate this message, because truly, you guys make the difference in making this channel a success. And truly, it would not be a family without each and every one of you here going through this with me right now. Just saying. Now, before we go as well, I do want to look at our spirit animal totems. So, is there... Thank you. I never get to finish. I won't argue, though. I promise. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, ending this on a high note, like I say, this is the week to truly say yes and get ready to celebrate, start living your best life, and tapping into your infinite possibilities. Because remember, just bringing out a little bit of physics here, in the quantum physics world of a multiverse system, all of the potential, all of the possibilities of your highest timeline, your every lesson, every choice, your lowest timeline, all of it is already surrounding you. What do you pick? Which universe do you choose to live in? That's where we're empowered with that Christ consciousness creator energy. This is where you are living your best timeline by tapping into infinite possibilities. You are sovereign as well of the seen and the unseen world. The magic of love surrounds you, especially when it's centered within you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light, abandon the darkness, go beyond the ordinary, and get ready to become the legendary this week. This is the week where you start living your best life. I'm just saying. So before we go as well, I do want to just look at our major arcana, because not that one. There's a lot of Jupiter in these cards too as I'm going through them. But I mean, look at all this major arcana. Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm loving this. And I mean, look at this synopsis. Everything is ready. Or I think it came out this way. Here we go. You've got everything you need within you for this new beginning. You have the Strength card and also the Empress card. You also have the Magician card with putting plans and ideas, your resources into practice. The partnerships here to support you. The wisdom behind you to guide you for your new beginning. So what we pulled here, I mean, look at this as well. This is crazy. I mean, excuse me there. But this is crazy awesome. Okay, so what we pulled music-wise is 3 E's, an F sharp and an F and a D. And then color therapy, look at this. We've got 3 yellows, green, 2 greens, and an orange. If that doesn't say solar plexus, heart chakra, sacral chakra, I don't know what does. So I truly hope you guys have a wonderful week. Tell me what comes in. Remember, say yes. I am sending you so much love and light. Take care. And I will see you in the next reading.